everybody. It's Cody with Florida Man Bourbon, and I'm coming back at you again today with another review. Today, we are going to be reviewing Stagg Jr. Batch 23C. I know everybody gets really excited over Buffalo Trace stuff, especially Stagg Juniors, because they're seen as somewhat of a unicorn. So I wanted to give my review and give my opinions on whether or not this is something you think is worth the price that some stores ask for, or or something that's worth even hunting for. So we're gonna get right into it, and then cork pop. Ah, good one. And just the smell off the bottle, very quintessential Buffalo Trace um, distillate smell. This is mash bill number one. If you are not familiar with the mash bills at Buffalo Trace, um, mash bill one is the low rye mash bill. So it's going to be Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, Stagg Jr., E.H. Taylor's. Um, Mash bill number two is going to be Elmer T. Lee and your Blantons, and those are that's the high rye mash bill, and then the wheated mash bills are obviously the Weller products. So this is a low rye bourbon. It is barrel proof, so that means when they dump these barrels, they did not cut it with any water or any additives, anything like that. What is in this bottle is what came right out of the barrel. So you can expect a lot of strong flavors. Nothing is going to be toned down. You can expect a very deep color, as you can tell. Stagg Juniors are always some of the most deeply colored bourbon, in my opinion. This is batch 23C. So this is the third release of 2023. This batch came in at 62.95% ABV or 125.9 proof. Um, I think out of all the Stagg Junior batches, like this comes right in the middle of the road. I know a lot of the older batches were getting into that 130 range. I think I have a batch 18 actually that is 131 point something proof. So just to give you an idea of how much the batches can vary. And that means sometimes a batch isn't worth hunting for. So that's why I always urge people to study a batch before they go out and buy it, especially with some of these prices. And that's kind of why I'm making this video. So you can be a smart consumer and not waste your money on something that you're not going to like. I would say on the nose, not too harsh. You know, sometimes you get a strong ethanol scent from higher proof whiskeys. This one is nice and palatable, very pleasurable. Um, I would say we're getting notes of, yeah, definitely very sweet, with a little bit of spice, almost like I don't want to say cinnamon, and I don't want to use clove either. Almost like a almost like a nutmeg with vanilla, like sprinkled in there. Let's get our first sip in. Immediate caramel bomb. Wow. Stagg Juniors, for me, have always um, drank below their proof. I would say this one is right at that proof point, what I would expect for a finish. Um, Nice and long, not too harsh though. Like I said, after my first sip, I would give it a nice warm Kentucky hug. You know what they all say. I would say it's got more muted vanilla notes than what I was expecting. Definitely hit a lot more caramel. Uh, not I find with especially with the Buffalo Trace products, um, that you don't get, even though you have such a rich color in this bourbon, you don't get a ton of barrel impact off of it, or a lot of that bitter tannins that um, associate with your barrel proof bourbons. Let's go back in for another sip. Let me just cleanse my palate. Again, I'm getting that very nice caramel. Not a whole lot of baking spice. I would say this, for it being a Stagg Jr. and it being barrel proof, it's a little bit linear in my opinion. There's not too much going on. Um, I would say I really enjoy the finish on this one compared to ones that I've had in the past. Um, if you know me, like, I'm honestly not a huge guy that likes a long finish. I, typically like a bourbon that, sticks around, lets you know it's there, and then kind of goes away. So this coming in at 125, and like I said before, it's drinking at 125. It's hitting you right in the chest. I want to get into the last sip here and just go over a couple more things, and we'll wrap this up. Caramel bomb. Um, Not a whole lot of spice to it, which is expected. Not the low rye recipe, so you're not gonna get a ton of those spices on the back end. Um, but as I said before, because of the proof, it's got a nice long finish. It's sticking around. There's more complexity on the back end, I think, than on the actual mid palate and on the nose. To be honest, um, this bourbon is not age stated, but it's probably around 8 years old, I believe. Um, Comes in at $70 MSRP if you can find it for that. I believe I got this particular bottle for 100. I would for sure buy any batch all day for $100. Um, when I start getting into like the 150s, um, anything more than that, I'm probably not going to buy it. But between 100 and $150, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research on the batch. Maybe make it something that I know I'm looking for. So if I see one out there for that price that I know, I've tried before, it's good, or it's had pretty good reviews, I'm gonna pick it up for 150 bucks or less, but no more than that. Stag Juniors don't pay 200, 250. I've seen these $300 before. Do not do that. It is not worth it. To wrap things up, I just want to say thank you for watching. Um, I finally got a proper mic, so hopefully the audio is a lot better. Please give me your feedback in the comments, and don't remember to like, comment, follow, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Bye now.